welcome back to the Trio family. I know it's been like a week since I posted, but this week has been kind of crazy, so I'm hoping to hop back on the train and get my videos back up. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about my labor and delivery and how that all went. So let's just jump right back into it. So April 27th, I had a doctor's appointment with my OB, and it was just like over the phone because of this whole COVID thing. I was at the very end of my 9 months because I was due May 1st, and it was the 27th. So someone's peeking at me. She goes, "Do you want to get induced? Is that something you'd want to do?" And I remember looking at her and telling her, I go, yeah, I was done being pregnant. Oh my gosh. At the end, it was awful, and the whole quarantine thing, I cried every day. It was sad. But I go, yeah. She goes, okay, well, come in for a doctor's visit on Wednesday, which was the 29th? Yeah, the 29th. And we'll check you out. So 29th rolls around, and I go to this doctor's visit, or doctor's appointment, and she checks me, and I was 1 centimeter dilated, so I was not even close. She told me that, you know, we could get induced, but the only way to do it was a Cook's catheter. And I know I already talked about this in previous videos, but I'll put the picture up here again. So I had to sign this piece of paper saying, you know, I commit to this, you know, getting induced. No, once you do it, you can't go back. And then she told me that it could either be, you know, the day after that, which was Thursday, the 29th, or it could be Monday, the 4th of May. So, believe me, those 4 days were the longest days of my life. So Thursday rolls around and still no call, and my phone was on the entire time. I always had it on me waiting for that call, and I got discouraged every single day when that call was not there, when I didn't get the call. May 3rd, I went to bed and I had my phone under my pillow. On May 4th, I got a call from the hospital, and she's like, would you want to come in for an induction today? I was like, I would love to. And she's like, you would love to? I was like, yes. Okay, so we headed to the hospital, and we got there, and we had to go through the emergency exit because it was too early and they weren't opening at like the actual hospital part. And they checked us, you know, took our temperature and stuff, and then I had to check in and get admitted. And then we went up to the labor and delivery floor, and they took me back to this room, and they had me change. I changed to like this gown and stuff, and I laid down, and they instantly, like right away, they put an IV in my hand, and they did it first try, so it wasn't that bad. But then they had to do the Cook's catheter. So they put that in me. Oh man, did that hurt. And then they started me on Pitocin, which, you know, makes contractions. So after a while, contractions hurt. They really hurt. It's like other people might explain it different, but for me, it is like a really, really bad period cramp. So the doctor told me that since I was getting induced with the Cook's catheter, it could take up to 3 days, and it's very uncommon for it to do earlier. Mine came out within 2 hours. So as soon as I came out, it was a bulb that as soon as it came out, that means you're at 5 centimeters dilated. And at 5 centimeters is when I got the epidural because it hurt so bad, like really bad. So I got the epidural, and I felt none of it. It was crazy. Like, I felt nothing. Here's some pictures of the contractions I was having. If I could have felt those, I would have been screaming. They looked awful. And then once I got at 5 centimeters, they popped my water. They broke my water, and I didn't feel that either. I felt no gush or anything. So I progressed really fast at the end, like really fast. By the time I had a really intense pressure in like my bottom, and I told the doctors, and they said, no, you can't, you cannot already, you can't, you know, and they checked. She was coming out, not like coming out, but when she was inside and they could feel her, she was faced the wrong way. I don't remember what they call it. I'll put it right here. But so they had to put me in crazy positions to move her to get her facing the right way, and I'll put a picture in. So it was time for me to push. I pushed for like 5 minutes, and out she came. People tell you have to push the placenta out, but my doctor pulled mine out. Just like yanked it out. It was pretty big, so that's why it was so big. After that, they cleaned me up. They cleaned the baby up. Dominic held her while I got myself cleaned up, and I couldn't walk, and I was very, very shaky. Very shaky. I was shaky for the entire hospital stay. But overall, my labor and delivery experience was great. It was really great, but I wish I could have tried to go longer without an epidural. But overall, it was pretty good. Nothing too bad, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.